I never imagined I'd build a life around making people laugh, only to watch it all unravel because of the pain I caused behind the scenes. I always aimed to be genuine, to spread joy and compassion. But if I've disappointed anyone or caused hurt, I'm truly sorry. She built her entire image on one simple idea: kindness matters. For almost 20 years, she bounced into homes across the country each day, handing out prizes, sharing hugs with stars, and lifting spirits everywhere. Yet in 2020, the facade cracked wide open. Past workers began speaking out, revealing tales of intimidation, mistreatment, and an environment steeped in dread. The person who championed empathy was accused of fostering a space where fear reigned supreme. By 2022, her world had collapsed. What secrets hid behind that cheerful set? The reality turned out far more heartbreaking than anyone expected. She came into the world on a winter day in 1958. In a small Louisiana town, her dad sold insurance, her mom handled property deals, but their household felt anything but ordinary. Strict religious rules governed every moment: no alcohol, no tobacco, no harsh words, no displays of feeling, and absolutely no doctors or pills. Even a basic headache remedy was off. She didn't see a physician until her early teens. Sickness. Just pray harder. In that home, you pretended all was well, even when storms raged inside. Emotions stayed buried deep. Then, in 1973, everything shifted. Her parents split, finalizing the divorce a year later when she was just 15. Raised in such an emotionally sealed-off family, the news blindsided her. She had no clue tensions simmered beneath the surface. As she put it once, no one ever shared their true heart in that house. The faith that shaped her childhood had already stifled real connections, and now the breakup shattered what remained. Her mom took her to a new life in Texas, while her brother stayed back with their father. The family fractured forever. As a teen, she stepped up, becoming the steady force for her shaken mother. Growing up, she dreamed of caring for animals, maybe becoming a veterinarian. But that clashed with the rigid beliefs: no room for science or healing through medicine. Her curious mind bubbled with questions about life and bodies, yet she learned to swallow them, staying silent amid the contradictions. Kids notice when the world doesn't add up, but they often just hold it in. That inner tension simmered for years. Then, in 1976, her mom remarried, and they relocated again. A new stepdad, a fresh school, an unfamiliar town, it all piled on. Around then, her mother faced a terrifying health crisis: breast cancer, requiring surgery and treatment that directly defied their old faith. They had no option but to embrace the forbidden medical world. The operation went unspoken, a taboo shadow. At 16, she helped with recovery exercises, wound care, drawing them closer while forcing her to mature overnight. No longer just a kid, she juggled roles as supporter, healer, and student in a fractured home. But darkness loomed larger. Her stepfather began crossing lines, starting when she was 15. He manipulated her fears about her mom's illness, claiming he needed to examine her for signs of trouble. One terrifying night, he attempted to force his way into her space. Panicked, she smashed through a window and fled, spending the hours in a nearby medical center for safety. She stayed silent back then, unsure how to name the horror or process it. Self-blame gnawed at her for not fighting harder. Only decades later, in the mid-2000s, and again around 2019, did she open up publicly, hoping to empower others facing similar nightmares. High school ended in 1976, but college lasted mere months. She left after one term studying media. With no family safety net, post-divorce survival became priority. Odd jobs stacked up: office work with a relative, retail gigs, serving tables, painting homes, mixing drinks, greeting diners. Whatever paid the bills. It's wild to think someone who'd one day amass fortunes started out scraping by. As a struggling young adult, the cancer secrecy amplified the family's emotional void. Pretend normalcy ruled, even as old beliefs crumbled. She walked away from that faith entirely, embracing doubt instead. Her brother, for years her senior, carved his own road. After military service, he dove into music, playing in bands and hosting radio spots in the late 70s New Orleans scene. While she battled dead-end work and hidden wounds, he created art. Distance didn't weaken their sibling tie, they leaned on each other. She once eyed a legal career, but betrayal crushed that spark. Confiding in her mom about the actions brought disbelief. The marriage endured another 18 years until his passing. That denial scarred her deeply. Surrounded by protectors in a law office job, she felt utterly unprotected. At 22, loss struck again. She'd fallen hard for a young woman. They parted briefly. One fateful evening in 1980, a horrific wreck unfolded nearby. Unbeknownst to her, her ex was involved and didn't survive. Gone at 23. Grief hit like a tidal wave. Broke and evicted, she crashed on a bug-ridden floor in a dingy basement. In despair, she pondered why good souls vanish while pests endure. That raw musing birthed her first comedy sketch, a mock chat with a higher power. Painful, twisted, hilarious. It ignited her path into stand-up. In 1981, she strode into a New Orleans comedy spot, declaring herself a performer despite zero stage time. Bold move from sheer hurt. A year later, she claimed victory in a nationwide funny person contest. Doors flew open from local gigs to national tours, cable specials. No more mere survival. Momentum built. She relocated to San Francisco, grinding through club sets, often for free, honing her gentle, witty observations amid raunchier acts. Crowds taught her rhythm and depth. Then, in late 1986, a late-night TV legend summoned her. Despite a chaotic day chasing her rolling car down the street, she delivered that grief-born routine. The host adored it, breaking norms to chat with her post-set, a rare nod for a newcomer woman in comedy. Stardom ignited. Her TV journey kicked off in 1989 with a quirky office role on a short-lived Fox series, 24 episodes of ensemble antics in real estate. She stole scenes as the eager oddball. It fizzled, but lingered in memories. A 1992 nursing gig on another ABC flop followed just 5 airings. Critics praised her spark amid the mess. Creators noted it, tailoring a lead for her in their next project that arrived in 1994, a bookstore owner navigating life's quirks. Renamed after a hit rival show, it spanned over 100 episodes until 1998, The Game Changer. A 4th-season bombshell in 1997, her character admitted her truth as a gay woman, mirroring her own real-life reveal weeks prior on a major magazine cover. 42 million tuned in, the network's top draw that year. Backlash surged, hate letters, even a botched bomb scare. Fear gripped the set. The channel slapped warnings on episodes for depicting same-sex bonds. Viewership tanked from top 32 A third of fans vanished. 2 filmed stories never aired. One for a simple kiss, deemed excessive. Conservative voices celebrated. Even some community groups critiqued the shift to seriousness. In 1998, cancellation hit no farewell, just abrupt end. Her high-profile romance from 1997 to 2000 fueled more scrutiny. Public appearances sparked threats of firings and blacklists. At one premiere, guards separated them for photos. The split turned bizarre. Her partner suffered a public breakdown, later linked to drugs and past scars. Tabloids feasted. In 2001, ACBS comeback attempt at a City Pro, returning home. 13 episodes aired before flop. Pulled early 2002, her second TV wipeout in years. But reinvention loomed. September 2003 launched her daytime talk venture in a modest studio. She grooved, gifted, created warmth. Against odds, it soared 15 awards in 3 seasons, a record. Daily crowds hit millions. Holiday giveaways lavished thousands per fan. By 2008, expansion demanded a larger venue. 19 seasons, thousands of hours, hundreds of nods, dozens of wins. She pioneered viral moments. Pre-social media, boom. Stars shared secrets. Everyday folks shown. If this story touches your heart, please share it. Her animated fish role in a 2003 blockbuster, voiced since the late 90s, grossed nearly $1 billion. Sequel Please paid off in 2016. In 2008, she wed her partner in an intimate California ceremony after legalization. Close family attended. Custom attire sealed the joy. By 2014, she commanded awards shows, crafting a star-packed photo that crashed online platforms. Over 3 million shares. 43 million watched. Earnings peaked at 75 million yearly. Her lifestyle line debuted in 2015. Clothing, home goods in major stores. Design competitions, books followed. Digital empire grew. Wealth hit hundreds of millions. She hosted major ceremonies twice, boosting young viewership. In 2016, a presidential honor moved her to tears, praised for bravery and authenticity. Alongside icons, she'd fundraised millions for disaster relief, rebuilding lives in her home state post-storm. Her platform amplified the overlooked. Revenue streams flowed: syndication, endorsements, property flips. But in July 2020, shadows emerged. A major article unveiled 36 staff accounts of toxicity. Bereavement leave led to punishment. Eye contact forbidden. Racial insensitivity abounded. Hairstyle mocks, demands to conform. The kindness slogan rang hollow off-air. Key producers faced blame, one for invasive touches, creating fear so intense buddies paired up. Mass firings flexed power. Another for harassing young men, trading favors for advances. Ignored complaints until exposed. A crew member's tale chilled. Her piercing stare signaled doom. Male work.